Hey guys, NightLightningz here. Welcome to our first building video. So, this first video I thought I would do something very different than the usual. Oops, that is not what I want. I wanted F5. Okay. So, for this first video, we are going to build in the biome that no one really builds in. And I don't know why. I think since the new caps that help you underwater, like respiration, aqua affinity, and the new strider ones, I think the strider boots, I think it'll help a ton in making water building much more popular. So my first biome that I'm choosing to build will be ocean/beach. So building on the beach today, guys. I had a kind of cool idea that I thought I liked, and I have a little bit of an example, but we're gonna like recreate it, kind of make it different. So I was thinking, I said I'm gonna use materials from the biome, right? So what material is in an ocean biome? Well, clay is. So let's go over here and take a look at our friend. We'll call him Bill for now. This is Bill. He is, I hope you can kind of see he's a whale. This is just my little take on him. And I think that is a really cool idea to have just off the shore of your little beach area right here. I found it a kind of nice one right here. But usually if you want a beach, you'll probably build on the desert. You can still do that. This was just the closest one, so you can kind of get, of course I didn't make it. You can jump in, he has a little uvula and everything. You jump into your whale's mouth and you have like just a tiny little starter. I mean, not starter, but this is like after you get out of your little dirt house and you want something cool. It's a little room. Chests on the wall. It's a little smaller, and I'll show you a different thing you can do, but how about having a whale house for your second house on the beach? So that is what I just did, and for this, what I'd tip you guys, if you're making anything like trying to do 3D, I know this is a little bit of 2D, like you see the eyes, but you want to do the skeleton first. Like, sounds bad for my whale, he was a skeleton, but you want to kind of frame it out first, and you want to think like, obviously this isn't at an angle, and it's just like these corners that are at an angle. If you just did it straight up, it would be longer than the bottom side. So those are just some things you got to think about. Some things, oh, by the way, I used light blue stained clay. And I'm going to try a different color for this next one, but I like this. I think it's kind of maybe a girlier one. I'm thinking I'll do cyan, which is a very dark gray. You can see the difference. It's very dark. Oh my goodness. Hold on. It's gonna rain every time I try to do something, isn't it? That is okay. So here's my little first take, and this is just off the little shore, so I thought next I'd go to an island, and here's a different way of doing it. This is the whale is your house. In this next one, I'm going to say the whale will be the entrance to your new house. So let's start. Let's see. Never in Minecraft, I've never made something that I liked that I made diagonally. So we're gonna make his mouth right here. It'll be like if you're on the island, you're gonna jump in. It might be easier to do it this way, just to be realistic. Like if you're probably gonna want to be closer to land. This is a kind of weird spot. We'll do We'll do it here because it's the flattest part of the whole little mini island that I've chosen. So let's start. I like odd numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And from here, I think I want it like maybe underwater a little bit. His bottom one. I know that one wasn't underwater. Let me fix that. Alrighty, all fixed. So let's try getting a little under. I don't have much experience making animals, especially whales. I mean, these are my first practice, and there's like one over there that's kind of a failure. But little Bill over there, he's my first whale, so I'm more into structures, but I was like, you know what? I'm going crazy for the first one. So let's get into this. I think I just want the mouth to come up. I don't want it so parallel like Bill's. So I might even go one more down and see what that looks like. Just so the water will kind of rush in. Maybe, if I know how water works, which I totally do not. Okay, well, water doesn't work how I want it to, but we can mess with that later. So maybe it's best to build outside of the water for now. Start with that 5. When I go in tap circles, I always try, obviously you can go, excuse me. Obviously you can go and find circle finders for Minecraft, but I usually start with like out 1 and then down 2. So let's see, how are we looking? Because I might want this one more down. I think it needs to go out just a bit more. 3 might be too much. I think that could work. So let's go. This is just for marking. It's not. I tried it's not purple. It is blue stained clay. Yeah, it didn't work out for me. I don't. It's so weird how clay takes like cyan. Cyan wool is pretty bright, and this is just like gray as gray can be. I want it to be up. So we'll try building up first. See how we do? It's just when it gets to here where it gets a little confusing. Let's try just mimicking it. That might be large enough for his mouth to be. Oops. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh. Making it go everywhere. How much higher? Is that even? Pretty sure it's even. Like bouncing around everywhere. It's so weird to go from Xbox to playing this. The controls are so crazy different. Let's see how that's looking. See how we just kind of make a skeleton for his jaw? I don't know. Looks a little chunky to me. No. See, when you make it up like this, it kind of looks like this is longer. It isn't in this case, but it's okay. I could live with it, but you never want to be like, oh, I could live with that build. So let's go. Let's try seeing what it looks like. One more down. So let's knock those blocks out. That's something. Let's go off of that and then see from there what we kind of want to do. For this, I'm thinking of just doing the head because, well, you will see. I have a pretty, it's a cool idea in itself. I think that it could be a house. Like, you don't even need the whale entrance. The whale entrance is just kind of like for fun. Let's see if we can make his head a little domey. It's kind of looking sharky right now. Not bad. I think we need to go up a little bit, but I'm not sure how. So let's just bring this to... What I usually do is when you have a gap like this, I'm going to close it up right now. But then we can always build on top of it, so it's not like we're not devoted to such a... Like, you'll see how crazy it would look if we just left it like this. So let's just close that up all the way. Oop, got a little lag right there. Come on. Okay, so obviously that is not his face, but let's take it out just a little more. And the clay, it molds together really well. I know I feel like I'm describing real clay, but it looks good together. I don't like how that's blocked off. I mean, that would be, we could change that definitely, but let's get him a little more 3D, a little more definition to him. Let's try, let's go up one more here. So let's do this. Just making him a little taller in the front. I don't think I like it though. Okay, let's leave like that right now and just kind of go down. So let's take it one down. Go from there. And see how this looks. Oops. Did I miss one? Oh yeah, I did. So it's starting to get a little more shape. We kind of want it to go straight down. Or not straight, but I mean, we want it headed on its way down into the water. So let's try lowering it from there again. And a lot of this building thing, guys, is it's so trial and error. I can't tell you how many times I change things. It's ridiculous how many times I will. Let's see. I think it needs to start. Let's go 3 on this one. Oops. I keep going like just under the water. Alrighty. Let me set that time real quick. And there we go. No. Not what I want. Let's see. That's good. We're sloping down pretty well. I'm going to cover this up just so we kind of get a little more of an idea how his shape is right now. We have to think of a name for this guy too. So this is pretty flat, but what we can do, What I did with the other guy is I kind of just, I wouldn't say piled up, but I kind of just added some blocks where I thought they could use some. I'm not sure about that though. It kind of looks like a fin. But I think his fin should be closer to the water. Maybe. We'll think about that. So I'll explain my other idea is the whale is an entrance to kind of an underwater thing. And I was thinking, well, an underwater box is not going to look the best thing ever, right? So I was thinking maybe a coral reef type deal. And I haven't experimented with that any, but we'll have to see what materials we should use too, because I don't know about clay. I'm gonna have to go underwater. Hopefully it's not too awfully dark for you guys. Let's see. Alrighty, so we're almost all the way in the water. Just a little more. Alright, so he's all the way in the water. Let's take a look. He's starting to get his shape. If you can kind of see, I'm still not sure about this being so low in the water. Let's take a look from the front. I like the head. The head is doing good. Every time it just loves to rain when I'm trying to do something. It's the rainiest world in Minecraft. I kind of want a little more definition here. I'm not really sure. Maybe adding a different color? Quartz, I think, is gettable. Like, quartz, you just go to the nether. It's not like you have to go, like, to the ends of the earth to find an acacia biome, which is kind of what I'm trying to help out with. What can we do to spice this guy up? I'm kind of just like, I don't want to put it right on. Let's try just a little bit to accent him. I don't think I like that at all. Maybe we can just make his fins different enough to where it looks pretty good. That's not a bad fin. That guy's more of like a cute little thing, and this one's more like a serious, like, he's gonna beat you up whale. So I don't think the cute little fin will do here. But I do think it should start a little lower. Oops. That looks just like he has a broken arm. Because it's kind of like he's still underwater, so I feel like his fin would be like back here. That's something. Let's give him some eyes. And by the way, this is quartz and black stained clay, but it's super brown. But I don't really like the coal. Coal look isn't my favorite. Let's see where we can position these. This might be a good place. And it's so weird, like, when you actually put it in, it's like, wow, that's an eye. Like, it kind of surprises you. It looks pretty decent. I still feel like he needs a little bit more on his head. Maybe not give him a fin, but let's not give him a fin, but let's see. That's totally a shark now. I mean, I guess we can accent his head, like, with a little blowhole thing on him. We'll see. Let's try the eyes here. Just to play around. Actually, I think that looks much better. This one kind of, yeah. Let's do that. Alrighty. He kind of looks like a fish with the gray. I don't know, I think that light blue kind of, it helped. But I still like him. He's still ours. And when we, I'm just going to mark it out, but right about here, this is something that guy doesn't have. He is going to have a blowhole. And how, this is kind of optional, I'll say, because cobwebs, I can't even, cobwebs are kind of hard to find if you don't have a mine shaft or whatever, and you need shears, which shears aren't hard to get at all, but nevertheless, it's something that you can't find super specific in this biome. It's not going to be like that. That looks not so good. I think cobwebs on things like chimneys, I think they look best from farther away, because when you come up, you're like, oh, those are cobwebs. Let's see. I don't like that. It's almost a little tall. By the way, I have a rapid fire mouse, so that's why if you see just like go boom on things. I could make it even, but I feel like even wouldn't look so great with it. I think it's too concentrated now. I'm trying too hard on my cobwebs. Let's see. Let's make it a little better. That does not look like... We'll try to make it exact. Like, we'll go up 2 like it is. We'll go up 2, and then from here we'll start on each side, and then up. Like this. So it kind of looks like, I like when it looks like it has space in there. Go up by 2 this time. And we're not doing the same thing. I'll show you guys. No. So we want it there. Yeah. We want it like this, and then we'll take it out. I'll show you. Yeah, that's the right place. It's getting hard to see them now. I don't know where I'm placing. Okay, so now we'll take out this line. I'm confused. Okay. It's not bad. We will leave it and maybe change it in a minute. Let's get going on the inside a little bit. I think that's one of the funner things to do. I can't decide on having his mouth like on in the water, like you can see it, or below it. I think I kind of like it below, but we'll see. Let's try something. I'll give away that one. Nope. I was thinking maybe it could look like all the water's like rushing in. But I think because it's in the ocean, it doesn't want to work like that. If you did it like, I'll show you. If you cover this up though, it definitely will. Okay, not so definitely. I need to learn my water, but let's take a look. I think I like it with his mouth underwater. I think it looks really cool. So let's keep it that way for now at least. And start putting the red in. I think I want that just one lower. That's how I did it in the other guy. And then on top of the red, I put the little teeth. I know it's probably pretty dark in the water, but you know what I could do? I could do night vision, huh? Let's not that button. Not that button. Let's go to night. Night vision, haha. I don't know what the difference is. 8. Okay. I think I get unlimited anyway. Oh yeah, wow, that is an amazing difference. I will know. Oh, that is not as good. Can I get clear vision too? It's very bright though. I might need, is it aqua affinity? That makes it a little more clear. We'll have to mess around with that another day. This is just strange being underwater with this, but let's close this off for now from the water. Here we can see the inside. So let's do that, and then give him some teethies. Teethies, oh my goodness. Okay, let's take a look at that. That looks pretty cool. I think I do need to switch this guy out with gray now. It was just to mark, but let's switch those. Oops. I'm stuck. Come on. Okay. So he looks, especially with the night vision, because you can see it so clearly, his mouth just looks crazy. So for the shallow area, we're going to do some coral reef. So let's take a look at what we can use for that. Okay guys, we are back, and the aqua affinity, I have the helmet on, it does not help all that much. Night vision, kinda, like you can see, but I swear it should be clearer than this. Not too sure, but I will do my best to show you a little bit. We're gonna start, it doesn't look too bad on the gravel here. How does coral look? And you also got to think it could look kind of strange down here, but maybe up on the surface it looks really cool. So let's start with kind of that and change, we're pink, yes, okay. Let's change to lime maybe. And they're all going to be different, kind of quirky looking. Oops, maybe not that quirky looking. So let's see. Oops. let's start out like that, guys, and I will check right back with you. Hey guys, well, Minecraft broke for a second there. It was going light day, light day, light day, and we got this guy out of it. So we have a friend right here. I thought I'd just show him. I think it is the most hilarious thing ever with little baby zombies running chickens. It is amazing. And there are a lot of guys around here too. That was really weird though. I thought I would show it. So let's day. Oh no, we'll have to. He won't make it. Actually, do they? On the chickens? I guess they do. The chickens protect them. Oops, those guys will not unless they jump in the water. They're kind of smart. I wonder if they swim in the water like with the chickens. They do. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. Okay, so back to business. Let's get this on so you can better see it. So as you can see right here, you got all these little things, and what I'm going to do to fill them in is I'm just going to go down and I'm going to place blocks place one like that, and then another, and just randomly kind of just bring the whole floor together. I started pretty, oops, I connected that. That's all right. I started pretty big, and then I realized the smaller really, I think it looks better. So we're just kind of connecting all of these to a similar color scheme. Just let's hopefully my idea is to connect it. Let's see if that really happens, how it looks. I haven't tried it yet, but it's just something so that you're not like, you can build under here unless it's gravel like this is. You will not be building on gravel unless you are high as a cloud, because it would be your end. So I'll just show you. It would look way better on not gravel. There's something. Whoa, that guy scared me. He's happy with it. Now this is just a tiny bit. I might snap back and like expand it more. You could either do it this way, which I kind of like. If you filled this whole little area with this, I think it would look really nice. And we'll kind of show what it looks like if you're just swimming around. It's a nice little reef looking thing out of clay. The bright colors, I really like it. So it's just something to build, like if this whale, if you made like a tunnel all the way down, like say maybe an air pocket, or even if you brought the whale all the way down to the bottom, maybe he's like super long, he's just sitting on the bottom here. I think it would look amazing. Let me kind of do a little bit of finishing touches and I'll be right back with you. Alrighty guys, we are back, and here is, let's call him Bob. There's Bill and Bob. So as you can kind of see, the night vision will help me. I kind of gave him a little body under the water and finished him off with his nice little tail. And I'll show you kind of different things that you can do. By the way, I did do this whole floor with the coral, and I think it looks really different and really cool. I think it looks best on the sand. So you definitely want to build on sand, not gravel, and unless you want a super big headache, never build on this amount of gravel. But I'll show you what you can do with the whale. You can either live in him like Bill over there, or you can jump in. And I tried to do a tube down, like down here, but it just looked super odd. So you can just float down into here. Oh man, I guess this is, holy, okay. Well, this is the creeper's house. There's a family of 4 here. So if you want a house, if you have your mom and dad and 2 kids, it's perfect for them. They love it. See, they're just rejoicing in what I've built for them. See, it's more like an underground thing down here with the coral on top to kind of give like, it looks really nice under the water, especially in shallow water where you can see it a little better even without night vision. So I will leave these guys, but that's kind of interesting. I hadn't seen them. So here he is. I think it looks pretty good. You just jump into his mouth and you can either use the whale as a home or the seafloor. So this is kind of different than what I'm usually going to do. I'm usually going to do structures, but I had this in my head and I was like, well, I want a really fun first video, so I thought I'd do something really different and just a unique idea. So if you love building on the beach, I mean, this is a kind of different kind of build that might interest you. And I hope it gets you excited for the rest of the building series, because I'm definitely excited. I want to thank all my subs. I don't, all of them, like I have a million. I don't have that many subs, but I want to thank every single one of you, especially Phoenix. And if you want your name mentioned too, go ahead and comment, because I love all you guys and I hope this will interest you and more people. So thank you guys for watching. NightLightningz signing out.